to the Easily Excitable podcast. My name is Topham. With me this week is Spencer. Hey, man, how's it going?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I know no Spencer, man. I think I just offended someone. I'm going to apologize right now.
Okay, fair enough.
Sorry. I'm in a funny mood today.
Yeah. Things are all right?
Yeah, not as sleep deprived as I thought I was going to be, but, it was all right.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, how's you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm just back in from Texas yesterday. We went on Friday, came back yesterday, which was Sunday. And yeah, went to a friend's wedding, which was cool. They had it held at the Houston Museum of Natural Sciences. And so the wedding took place in the area where all the dinosaur fossils and bones were. And it was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, so we had a really good time. Ceremony was really nice. Food was all right. I say all right, like I'm a vegetarian, so I had vegetables and mashed potatoes and 2 bread rolls. And so it was a bit limited for me, but it was edible. It was fine. So, but everyone else said the food was good. So, nothing.
Yeah, we've actually been trying some vegetarian dishes around the house lately, and couple hits, couple misses.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
Yeah, you're trying like a meat-free Friday or something like that, and just
no, it's just like, hey, this recipe sounds really cool. Oh, there's no meat in it. Oh, okay, let's try it anyway. That kind of a thing.
Fair enough. I've just, always been a vegetarian, so
yeah,
it's just one of those things. I'm just like, oh yeah, and like I like seeing people being like, oh yeah, I'm trying out these vegetarian recipes, and like one of the things I saw was that it's good to try and like have 1 or 2 days a week like pure vegetarian and things like that. And I'm just like, cool, it's good on people trying things out. Like, it's nice to see that kind of thing. And yeah. Other like there needs I don't know. Do I want to get into it? I don't know. Like considerations do need to be made for vegetarians in like certain places. But we were down in Texas and Andreas took us to Truth Barbecue, which is full of foods I can't eat.
Good
Luckily,
luck
they
there.
had like mac and cheese that was prepared, so I was like, okay, that's fine. I can just get the mac and cheese and then a massive slice of cake. The cake slice was so massive that I had it at like midday yesterday in Texas. Yeah. I had Burger King fries for my dinner just because I was like, I really needed something salty and just carby to get me through. And that was like the last things I've eaten because I was like, that slice of cake was gargantuan. I was like, oh.
And now you're pre-diabetic.
Yeah, something like that. So I'm just sitting here. I'm just like, oh, I'm still feeling a bit sick because it was so much cake.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Texas was good fun. Met up with Andres Excalante, who I've recorded with recently. Actually, the last podcast with a guest on that came out was with him. He sent his regards to you as well, by the way.
Yay! So, I love Andres.
Yeah, he's so much fun to just catch up and chat with. And we just spent hours just chilling out, catching up, and just chatting about everything. It was awesome. And just had a wonderful time in Texas. Went to Houston for the first time. Houston is bloody massive, right?
It is. I've been told.
Bloody massive.
Yeah, my current director, he taught down that way for I want to say about 15 years, and he was like, he's just it's huge. It's bloody huge.
Yeah, we got picked up from the airport and went to the hotel, and that was 45 minutes in the car to get to the hotel. And then we went from the hotel to Andreas's house. Although we were in traffic, it took like another hour and a half. And then we went to a GameStop, which was like 10-15 minutes down the road. So that wasn't too bad.
Okay.
But we were in the car for a long time. It's just like, this is mental. This place is huge.
What was the meme I saw on Twitter the other day? From Dallas to Dallas is 45 minutes. Probably Houston.
North Houston to South Houston probably take like an hour and a half. It was so like I've not been in a city that's felt that big, and like I've been to London plenty, which I know is massive, and probably has a
but it's just the flow of people. Yeah, the flow of people has been thought out though in London.
Yeah, it's just yeah, it was a strange experience. I'll say that. But no, Houston was nice. Didn't have really any issues, and yeah, it was good fun. Saw a friend's wedding, and yeah, met up with friends and just had a good time. Played some games. Played a game
Nice.
called Dungeon Mayhem.
Never heard of it.
It's a card game where you like choose a character class. The idea is to eliminate the other people that you're playing with. I played a pesky rouge, and like was throwing daggers and stuff. While
okay.
were like paladins, and I played a druid as well, and that was fun. So maybe didn't know how to play that particular as well, but it was fun. It was fun. Played that.
Cool.
But yeah, that was about it. When we were at Truth Barbecue, there was just blues playing on the radio, and I was just like, or over the sound speaker, and I was just like, I just want to go home and play guitar and play some blues for many, many hours. And yeah, like the first song they put on was BB King, and I was just like, well, now I just want to play guitar.
It's like, come on now. Seriously, come on. Come on.
So yeah, just spent some time listening to that, and I was like, I just want to play guitar. I always want to play guitar, but
yeah,
no.
I'd like to be playing right now, but I'm rendering video right now, which is why this is a great time to be having a chat with you, because watching a little thing going around on the screen is just, it's a little mind numbing, but got to be done.
Yeah, it's getting done while other stuff's getting done. So
yeah, multitasking, multipass. That's Fifth Element, isn't it?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Multipass. Oh, you've never seen Fifth Element?
No.
Oh my God.
Which film? Is that? I'm not...
Bruce Willis, Mila.
Yeah. Okay, I've not seen it. Mila
Oh
Jovovich.
well, your homework is to go find Fifth Element.
Mm-hmm.
After this, and watch it. Multipass.
Okay.
Fantastic movie. Fantastic movie.
Yeah, I've heard lots about it, but yeah, never checked it out. There's so much stuff like I need to get caught up on. Like the new season of RWBY's just started, and I'm just like, I need to get caught up on that.
Yeah, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. I've watched the first episode of Volume 7, and they come out swinging.
Nice.
Come out swinging.
I think we stopped like mid-season 5, so we're a bit very behind on that.
A bit very well. You could get caught up very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can definitely get caught up very quickly.
Cool. Yeah, and then there's a bunch of other stuff that I need to catch up on anyway. Have you watched Arizona Circle?
No, not yet. That's on my to-do list. That is on my to-do list. I had a lot of stuff on my to-do list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched it. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't for Rachel, so I'm just like, okay, I'll keep watching it because I really enjoyed it. So
cool.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, it's obscure, dark humor, and I'm just like, yes, I enjoy this. And I'm like, as soon as
that's my wheelhouse.
Like, I know Spencer will enjoy it, so
This is my wheelhouse. Good. Yeah, no, I've been meaning to check it out. I just haven't had a chance to do it. Mm-hmm. I didn't have a chance to do much over the weekend, to be honest. All Saturday. Mm-hmm. All week they had been forecasting that Saturday was going to be rotten. It was going to be windy, raining, gross. So I was like, okay, cool. So I agreed to help my wife Jackie decorate, a couple birthday cakes that she had coming up. She's like, oh, we can do it ahead of time. So you'd be free to do whatever you want Saturday. I was like, nah, it's going to be rotten. I'm not going to get outside and do anything. So let's, we'll just save it for the day of. No big deal. Saturday was stunning.
Of course.
And I'm sitting there going, I could be getting so much shit done. And apparently I had like a dark cloud over me as I'm making little things out of fondant for these cakes. And Jackie's like, you're not happy, are you? I was like, no, I'm not happy. I should be outside doing stuff, but I'm here because I promised I'd help you. And I'm okay with helping you, but I thought it was going to be gross out. It's not gross out. It's gorgeous out.
I'm not mad at you. It's the pesky weatherman.
3 or 4 hours. Yeah. And she was like, You're not fit to be around today. I was like, no, I'm not. But, it was all right. Myself and Reagan ended up going out running a couple of errands late Saturday afternoon. Then we had a family function for dinner that evening, and we were over to my brother. No, they came over to our house. That's what it was. And then we were over there last night, and I was recording all day yesterday, which was great because we got a lot done. And that's not 1551. That's a local group tomorrow's hangover. I better get the name right. So yeah, we got a lot done there. We're actually in the final stretches of recording on that CD. It's going to be they're great fun, I gotta say.
Nice.
And yeah, looking forward to getting at the mixing of that one.
Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I'll check it out when it comes out, wherever it
comes
comes
out. Pub band.
Very,
very much a pub band, but they're very cool.
Cool. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. While I was on the trip, I've been reading a book called "The Organized Mind: Thinking Straight in the Age of Information Overload," and yeah, it's really helping me think about stuff in general, right? So it's all about why we think in certain ways and like how we categorize things and like how to like focus on things and stuff like that. Just why there's so much going on, why things go in certain categories, why we can pay attention to things and stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh, I'm fascinated with this. And like,
sorry, I wasn't listening to any of that. Well, could you say that again? I'm being a dick. Sorry, carry on.
It's fine, man. It's fine. So yeah, I've been reading this book. I'm really enjoying it because it's teaching me about like how we pay attention to things, how to organize things, how decision making can affect what we do throughout the rest of the day, and it's making me think about music and like how I think about recording and writing music. Because there's like essentially two sections to the brain. One that's like, this is us getting stuff done, and the free thinking, you can do whatever you want, kind of chilled out, relaxed time. And I'm like, okay, so when I pick up my guitar, do I necessarily move to the other kind, or do I move from like one side to the other? And it's just trying to figure that out, really. Like, okay, am I, like, when I'm just sitting around just playing, am I in the I'm focusing on doing this task mode, or am I in the free thinky kind of mood? And that's kind of like the struggle that the book's providing me at the moment. Like, how do I think about these kind of things that I'm doing? And it's been really interesting to read. I highly recommend checking it out. And it's definitely,
I really should.
One of the things is just like cut down the amount of decisions that you make and things you have to think about. Like, have a place to put your keys, have your clothes picked out, like use the last decision making in the previous day to pick out the clothes that you're going to wear the following day, so that when you wake up, you're not making decisions. Those decisions are already made for you by someone who was tired and had like very limited resources left to make decisions, but would still make decisions that have no real impact on your day.
Right.
By letting your sleepy self make those decisions and just exhaust the final bit of energy you need to before the new day starts. Right. I was just like, oh, that's an interesting way of thinking about things. Like,
yeah, and therefore lightening the burden on the new decision making.
Yeah, when you wake up, all like this is something I do anyway. Is like I always have the same thing for breakfast, and I don't limit myself to the same meals all the time. I just know what I like, so I'll have the same meals again and again. But through that, like, I can make decisions. And, like, this definitely helped, like, when I was back living on my own. When I was in my apartment, I would spend a Saturday or a Sunday cooking meals for 2 weeks. And just so that I could shove them in the freezer. Then, all I need to do is take a meal out of the freezer the night before for a lunch the following day at work. I'd have the same breakfast every day. And so I'm limiting the amount of decisions I'm making so that my mind's free for the rest of the time. At the moment, it's not really got any impact because I've not got a job or significant decisions to make at any time.
No, but it's nice to have those protocols in practice before you need to employ them.
Yes, absolutely. And it's just thinking about the world in that way and how it all ties together, and just, the book's really showing me that at the moment we do have a lot of things going on. One of the things I noted when we were in Texas, and we were sitting at the table interacting with people that were on our table, was that I pulled out my phone once because we mentioned the Rugby World Cup, and I realised I didn't know whether England or South Africa had won the Rugby World Cup. It was the South Africans, so I'm a bit mad. Never mind.
Carry on.
Never mind that. That was the only time I pulled my phone out, whereas most of the people that were sitting around the table had their phone out for a vast majority of the evening. And I'm just like, I wanted to be engaged and chat to people. It's nice when people were like not paying attention to their phones and chatting, and yeah, that was cool. But and then like I saw other tables, people that were like, I was sat with a bunch of people Rachel and I didn't know, people from like the Rooster Teeth community that have all met each other online and met up at RTXs and stuff like that. And so our table, yeah, lots of people using their phone, that's fine. We didn't really know each other, didn't have much familiarity with each other. Conversations tended to be rather superficial. Oh, what kind of games you're playing? Brief conversations that didn't need to have much investment in them. Whereas other tables were people that have gone to school together and haven't seen each other in years, doing the full-on catch-up kind of thing, where they're having like the legitimate discussions and stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay, that makes sense as to why they wouldn't be pulling their phones out, but at the same time, I'm trying to be as open and accommodating as I can by leaving my phone away.
Jerry still with Madison? That missus he met over in Cleveland? Yes. Yeah, I think she is. Yeah, sorry, I just went full on Outport Newfoundland mode. Go ahead.
So
no, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, and like it's one of those other things as well. Like I'm trying to limit the amount I'm using my phone, and so that when I'm out in a social situation, I'm not one that's like, oh, I'll check my phone every few minutes. Like if I'm honest, I wanted to leave my phone at the hotel so that I didn't just take it with me at all. But if I got separated from Rachel in any way or any capacity, I'd probably need my phone at that point because it's a bit problematic. But I'm glad that I did only like pull it out once, as far as I can remember. Because Rachel used hers to get the photos that we got.
Okay.
But yeah, that's also like another decision. Like, do I keep scrolling, going through for social media and things like that? And, like, that's also overloading you with information. Oh, this is interesting, blah, 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 blah. And then people are, like, showing you things, and it's just like, oh, God, my brain's got to take on all this information that someone's showing me. Is it actually important? Who knows?
Yeah.
And so...
I actually felt like that very recently, like, information overload. We just had a federal election here in Canada.
Yep.
And just the amount of stuff just being thrown at you on social media... Mm-hmm. I was just, oh my God. And I actually had to mute people on Twitter. I was like, oh my God, it was ceaseless. Granted, I did a bit of it.
Yeah.
Just trying to sort of call out misinformation and stuff. But, oh my God, there were just people on there. Like every conversation, it could have been about, I went and got this really lovely new tea at the store. And it, within 3 posts, political. I was like, checking out of this. This is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm like actively just trying to disengage with things. Just put the phone down. Just put things down. Just try and step away. But I know, that's also why I've stopped using one of my 2 Twitter accounts that I have. Because I'm just like, that one's just full of people and there's just too many people on there. Like, the thing that I'm following at the moment at the most is professional wrestling. I'm just like, okay, I'll follow that. There's also some music stuff that I'm following as well. Music's like persistent. Pro wrestling is like like a continual ongoing story, which is what makes it fascinating. That it's like everything evolves every single show that gets done, which is just mind-blowing. But
soap operas for men.
I know, right? It's the thing that keeps me the most entertained, like, aside from music. And I'm just like, okay, that's fine. That keeps me thoroughly entertained. But it's like just following those people on there. Most of them don't get political. Most of them don't do anything. They're just like, I'm doing positive things into the world, which is exactly what I want to be seeing. Like, that's all I really want to be seeing. And so yeah, just like tying it all together, I'm just like, oh, I'll try and like eliminate as much negativity as I can, and like any decision making I need to make, and like just in general, consciously putting my phone down. So I'm like, I'm not getting myself overloaded. I'm just gonna chill out. I want to try and focus on whatever I'm doing at the time I'm trying to do it, which has led me into the fact that recently, and yes, I've been sending you some music.
You have,
I'm
yes,
just like,
and
yes.
yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, I've had to listen to it. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to sort of get back to you on most of this stuff yet. I actually haven't been able to touch any of it, which is really weird.
You know, it's fine. I'm like, I want to get some stuff recorded better, obviously, because I just recorded it all rough, no metronomes, anything.
Right.
I was trying to record the other day, and I was getting like a significant amount of electronic noise come through, and I was really, really unhappy. But that's like, I'm using my old Mac Mini, and I was recording on there. I was like, oh,
Okay.
there's so much noise on this. I really, really don't like it. I can hear through what I'm recording right now that I'm hearing very, very little electronic noise. So I'm probably going to try and record it on my laptop using the same microphone and audio interface. I'm certain that it's just that computer because I've had that issue for a long time.
Right.
And so I'm going to try and set it up all going through this computer, and it shouldn't be a problem. The nice thing about using the Mac is that it can automatically generate all the drum beats for me so that I can like play along to that. But I need to nail down what tempo I'm playing at. All of the ideas that I've sent through to you. So I'm just like,
yeah,
what am I
right,
doing?
and that's why I was holding off, because I was waiting because you were going to send me some more fleshed out ideas. That's what it was.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
okay.
Because I was like,
I don't feel bad now.
I'm going to re-record them with like at a proper tempo, recorded with all of the ideas, because I sent you through a few ideas that were like, one of the ones that you were like, oh yeah, I really like the sound of that. And then I sent you scans, like PDFs of every page that I'd taken.
Yes.
I've like, I noted down. And it's 2 of the like 5 ideas that's on the page. And like, I want to get them all clean, recorded nicely, and just put together so that then we can like try and work on them a bit more. Yeah, okay, I've got like 5 ideas that all go together, but maybe there's like transitions that can be worked on or extra alternate sections that can be put together. And I'm just like, I have a bunch of ideas and I've shared them, and there's so many things that could be done.
And yeah, I remember, I think I was like some of the ideas you sent me, there was like, it was a clean version of it versus the dirty version of it versus the dirty plus effects version of it. And so I think I was sending you feedback of like, I like this idea, these 2 ideas could, even though they were 2 completely different ideas, they could actually work together in terms of transition, one section versus, a building section kind of a thing. Yeah, it was actually really cool to sit and listen through that. And it was nice because it was, I believe it was late in the evening when I was doing it. And it was nice to focus on something that was different.
Yes.
For a change versus the daily routine stuff. Was like, oh, okay, well, this has to be done. This has to be done. Oh, Reagan's in bed now. Oh, lunch is ready for tomorrow. I was like, oh, I can listen to some music now.
Yeah.
Ah.
And like, I'd messaged you. I think I'd messaged you at the beginning of the week, and you were like, by Thursday or Friday, you're like, I've had a terrible week. I haven't had a chance to listen to it. I'm like, I don't care. But the original ideas I sent you 4 ideas initially, and by the time you'd looked at it, there were like 9 or 10 ideas
9,
in the folder.
9 or 10,
I was like, I've put more stuff in, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but
like I said,
it was good. I was kind of glad that you did put them in there, because some of the later ideas you added in, they actually worked well with some of the earlier ideas. So I see something forming.
So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna get more stuff recorded. I realize now that I can use this laptop to record way better than I can on the Mac Mini. There is an idea that I don't know what time signature it's in. It feels like there's a bar that's 4/4, then the next section 6/4, and then it goes 4/4/4/4. I'm just like, why do I just have a bar that's 6/4 in the middle of that? And I'm just like,
But does it sound cool, and does it sound natural?
It does sound natural. Like, that's one of the things, like, the way I play And the way I'm used to playing, I'm like, yes, this all sounds natural. And then I try to figure out what timing it's in. Like, there was one idea I've sent you through. I'm just like, yes, this all sounds natural. And it's like 7 bars of 7/8 with a final bar of 8/8. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. I think
Like,
that one threw me for a little bit. I was like, okay, I got to listen to that one when I'm not sleep deprived.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just like coming up with these fun ideas. And like, yeah, because I'm relatively low mentally burdened at the moment. Like,
Yeah.
the music seems to be coming quite naturally and easy to just think of an idea and come up with something. And
Yeah.
like, I've been working on another Game of Band song that will be out next, well, Sunday or Monday. And it's like really strict this round. It has to be in C major. It has to go C major, C major, G major, A minor, F major in the chord progressions every 4 bars at 110 beats per minute. Because what they're going to do is they're going to mix all of the songs together as well and like do a massive remix.
Oh, okay.
But that's like your traditional 4-chord song as well.
Right, yeah.
And
Still.
so they're trying to get everyone to create a song like that. So what I've done, rather than like using inversions and stuff like that, I've used some inversions in like different chord positions. I have one of my guitars tuned to C standard as well. So I've gone from like playing like a nice acousticy thing with a little bluesy lead over it.
Yeah.
Then it goes to like a ska section and like a rock section, then a hard rock section, then a heavy metal section. I'm like, yeah.
Nice.
So I've gone
Beautiful build.
stylistically through the things. I'm really happy with how it sounds right now. There's like a few issues that I need to work out, but they're not musical. They're in the recording itself.
Right.
So, like,
okay.
I've
Gotcha.
got a few like clicks here and there, and I'm just like, I don't like that. That means I need to re-record that section.
Right. Okay.
So, like, it's musically fine. The guys I'm working with seem to be happy with it too, and because they're like, oh yeah, I usually tend to sing rock, hard rock kind of stuff. I'm like, that's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Was I'm really interested to see what other people come up with as well. And yeah, whether they go through like whether they just use different inversions every time, or whether they go for like different instruments throughout. And like, yeah, you could have just like have different sections on different instruments. You could have the styles moving through. You can have just the standard thing going on. But yeah, everyone playing at 110 beats per minute, and there's going to be a bunch of different people submitting songs. I just want to see like where lyrically people go as well, which should be
Nice.
fascinating. And we decided to go on like a ballad storytelling style as well with the lyrics.
Nice.
I'm still waiting for those to come through, but by the time this comes out, they've probably come through. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to it because it's allowed me to, while being stuck in a box of things that I can do, it's also made me be like creative. Like, how can I come up with something that actually sounds good rather than, you know, the trash nonsense that some songs that follow that chord structure do sound like. So I'm just like, what do I do? But yeah, I'm really happy with the ska section as well. I'm just like, yeah, I did stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. It's just, oh man, I've just had a good time recording it.
For those listening at home, David actually made finger trumpet motions into the camera.
Yeah. So yeah, I've just been
Sorry, that
having
had to be told because that was funny.
Oh, I know. Yeah. So yeah, I've just been having a good time like writing that music as well. And like,
Cool.
It's not difficult if you're told, oh, it needs to be these chords and this time, like this tempo, and it has to be 4/4. It's like, okay, that's fine. I'll handle it. But yeah, I could have done something interesting with like polyrhythms as well, like
Could have.
going underneath. But I decided I'm just gonna keep it simple, but go stylistically through from like light to heavy.
Yeah.
I just hope other people have done interesting things, because obviously I've said like about these different ideas that you could do with it, and if I was in a different team, I would be doing those different ideas.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I'm just lucky that I guess the singer that's going to be singing was like, yeah, I can do that kind of thing, which is exciting, rather than
Cool.
like having a singer that's just like, oh, I really just tend to do soft rock kind of stuff at a push, and then I'd be like, okay, I'd need to just work around doing inversions then, and just like play nice light stuff on the neck. So yeah, like I was going to accommodate the singer no matter what, but I'm just glad it was someone that was like, yes, we will both work together, and it will be the style that I want it to be. So yeah, but yeah, cool. So yeah, I don't know where I want to go next or what I want to talk about next, but we've been recording for like half an hour, so I'm just like, oh, yeah. Is there anything you want to talk about?
No, not really, because I mean we're still in the early stages of writing the next 1551 album. Although we're already doing some very different things than we did on the first album, which is great. The song that we're actually not working on right at this instant, but we're working on a couple, and one of those songs, I mean, it is a complete departure from what we're used to doing. So it sounds both equal parts completely different, but definitely signature 1551. So yeah, that's trucking along. There's a couple other irons in the fire in terms of like projects locally. Doing a lot of video editing lately. For my work, and so yeah, it's nice to sort of take a break from that and just, even for 5 minutes, pick up the guitar that's right over there and just noodle for a bit, and not like you said, not necessarily for the purpose of a purpose, but just to put your brain on cruise control for 5 minutes and just relax and recharge and reorient. And I've been sick for like 3 weeks now, so.
Ouch.
Well, it hasn't been too bad this past week and a half, but yeah, it's nice not to be hacking up stuff, like actual material.
Right.
So yeah, that's only been that's a luxury I've only been living with for the past week is not hacking up stuff. So yeah, that bug held on. I think it was not long after the last time you and I recorded it, I got sick, and ooh, geez, it just lingered. Yeah, but other than that, it hasn't been too shabby. Fall is in the air. Helping my wife decorate cakes, because apparently there's been a lot of birthdays lately.
Fair enough.
So yeah. So I try to post those on my Twitter account when we get them done, especially the ones that I really like. We did an Xbox One cake last night. So Jack was like, "How do we do an Xbox One?" I said, "Here's a picture." That's it. Because I mean, just a white box with the little vents in it, right? With a little logo on it. She's like, "Can we do anything else with it?" I said, "Well, I'm making a controller." She's, "Okay, good enough." I was like, all right,
awesome.
So yeah, we made an Xbox One cake last night, and I think that should have been picked up sometime this morning. So yeah,
nice.
Yeah. I mean, just Reagan's in school and stuff, and we've just actually started. What?
Just ticking along.
Yeah. Oh yeah, ticking along, and yeah, that's about it. It's between the home life and the work life. There's not a lot of time left for me life.
Yeah.
At the moment, which that's all right. That time will come. But that's it. On the go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wicked. Nice. I was looking yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday when we were in the car. Just at like paperwork processing times, and it looks like they're about 3 weeks away from finalizing the paperwork that was sorted out around the date my paperwork was submitted. So okay, I might be getting my work permit in about 3 or 4 weeks. So
that'll be nice.
That'll be nice. I'll be able to like look out for a job and like actually be able to get one, and then get a driving license and get a car, and Yeah,
that's right. Because you can't even look at that stuff yet, can you?
No, I don't have a driving license, and I don't have a bank account. So it'd be really nice to have a bank account.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. Yeah,
Yeah, so and an ID of some kind. I've
Yeah.
got my driving license and my passport, but like having a driving license over here would be so much better.
Well, yeah.
But,
North America is definitely a driving culture.
yes.
You know. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully that's coming in soon. We were looking at all the paperwork submission dates and like processing times, etc. And it finally looks like it's actually going to be soon.
Cool.
But that probably means December's going to be a busy month.
Yeah. Oh, guess what?
What's that?
My cycling season is over.
Oh.
With the time, well, I might be able to sneak in like a Saturday morning ride or something like that if there's something not on the go and the weather cooperates, because fall in St. John's is random.
Temperamental. Yeah.
Temperamental. That's one. Yeah, that's another good way to describe it.
Yeah.
But in terms of like getting opportunities to, ride to and from my office, that's done now. Once the times went back, that's it. It is now too dark in my neck of the woods when I get off work to ride home, and ride home, quick change, get in the Jeep, go pick up Reagan from after school program, and then go home. So that's it.
Fair enough. The weather's kind of turned here, and I'm just like, I don't know whether I can really get out on the bike much, because I'm also like going to the gym quite a lot.
Yeah.
And like,
okay.
I really like lifting weights at the gym at the moment as well. So I'm kind of, if I'm like, I want to do exercise, I kind of want to pair it with lifting weights. So I'll run at the gym instead of cycling, because cycling's in the complete opposite direction to the gym. And I'm just like,
okay, gotcha.
It's which is a shame, but at the same time, it's what it is right now.
Yeah. But, I mean, what kind of winters will you get where you are now? Will it be like a wet winter?
Be atrocious.
Okay.
Maybe.
So I mean, it's conceivable that
2 weeks, but yeah.
Oh, a whole 2 weeks?
I know, right? But the roads here just aren't safe when it's raining.
Oh, no.
So I'm just like, that's
Yeah, road bikes are not that safe when it's raining anyway.
Yes. And, yeah, the roads just aren't safe when it's raining, and at the moment, if it's raining, I'm just not going to risk going cycling when it's raining, because if I come off the bike, Rachel's obviously at work, which is like half an hour away from wherever I'll be.
Yeah.
And just healthcare over here is not great.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not worth the risk. Definitely not worth the risk. So and we have universal healthcare here, and I don't think it's worth the risk. So what does that tell you?
Yeah, so just not gonna risk it.
Yeah.
Oh well. But yeah. Cool. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm good.
Wicked.
I think
where can we find you across the internet?
You can find me generally. I am on Instagram, but I'm hardly ever there. I think it's Spencer Crew there. But I am on the Rooster Teeth site under Grenou, Grenou. And I'm also on the Twitter under Spencer in NL, or Spencer in Newfoundland. And that's generally where I am. That's most of my social media extent right now. I'm not even on Facebook very much anymore, which is
fair enough.
No big deal.
I think the last time I checked Facebook was like 5 weeks ago at the most recent.
I'm on Facebook at a max of like 5 minutes per day.
Yeah.
And that's to keep caught up with family. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Fair enough. I can be found across the internet at DestroyTopMar at Ithfar, YTHAFAR. That's the one I'm using way more at the moment for
yes, you are.
Things. Just because I just get overwhelmed and overloaded by things, and so
we should do a podcast about that feeling.
I know, right? So yeah, thanks Spencer for being my guest this week. Thank you for joining me.
Cheers, thank you.
And thank you everyone for listening. Have an exciting week. Goodbye.
Bye.